Welcome to I Am Audible. Before I begin on today's book, please click on the subscribe button, and also press the notification bell for any new updates, added chapters, or just another new book or stories to be heard. Welcome back as we continue on with our book reading of I Am is Inside Out. In today's chapter 4, it is about unveiling the wonders and embark on a journey of remarkable discoveries. Let's continue. Our settlements turn for inquiries, the tutor announced, donning at her attire. She surveyed us and then continued on. I'll begin with the initial questions. Given the evidence, our fellow settlers will need time to regain composure before any serious inquiries. Turning to me, she queried, "What drove your expedition?" I harbored intense curiosity and a thirst for new discoveries, I admitted so nervously. Unaccustomed to long journeys, I was enticed by potential surprises. A favorable wind aided swift travel. Enthralled by a flutterby, I trailed quite closely, captivated by its elegant flight. Adapting its graceful movements, I altered my wings for flutterby-style flight. Embracing its clever approach, swoops made the experience effortless and wondrous. Motivated by learning and knowledge, I journeyed with the flutterby, my guide to foreign nectar-rich fields. She inquired about the journey's duration, and I informed her that due to the flutterby's migration, we might be on the road for over 6 months. Worried, tutor asked how I'd move my garden. I explained that during her migration, familiar sights near my home would appear, and would part ways there. My excitement to share my experiences with other fairies was evident, as I'd return home faster than the flutterby. Learning new terms, enhancing my color glow abilities, and understanding our colony had been remarkable. Someone else queried my name. I playfully responded that garden fairy names reflect achievements, personalities, or skills. I struggled with my name, possessing no special skills, so a complex term denoting my insignificance would fit. They could call me a traveler or assign a trait they've seen. I hinted at my clever use of pixtrickery to weave truths and lies. Being immortal, I held ancient knowledge predating creation, but revealing my true name as an Eden Faerie was more daunting than creating illusions. My inner fairy fluttered approvingly at my skillful language use. A man jokingly suggested, "Enchanting temptress," and laughed sarcastically. The tutor disapproved and proposed names tied to honesty and flying talent. Some emotionally charged men exchanged funny yet rude name ideas. The tutor apologized for their behavior. I was reassured that I wasn't bothered and explained my fairy's creative naming. I acknowledged the settler's unique language expression. I'm focused on research and travel with my companion for the night. Creating a clever name brings me joy. The tutor complimented my playful wording. A second woman inquired about my colony tribe's name. After a pause, I replied calmly that our residence, the garden, doesn't have tribes, everyone is united and belongs together. They overlooked the capitalization in the garden, a significant expression for Fae kind. This changed topic relieved my inner tensions. Tutor inquired about the fairy population in different countries. I responded, the appropriate number, explaining our careful population management aligned with nature. Colonies had reserves for emergencies, ensuring self-sufficiency. A query about life mates arose. The tutor dismissed it, emphasizing privacy. Unique fairy traditions let young ladies choose partners based on qualities like indoor experiences, knowledge, creativity, and culture. This prevented impulsive behavior transfer. The tutor playfully discouraged assumptions and secrecy about intimate skills. A woman expressed concerns about specific traits shaping men's development and their impact on relationships. I compared this to women valuing partners with strong color glow skills. I explained that young women leading partnerships don't necessarily cause delays, they select accomplished older men for their influence on future generations. Older men's traits and experiences make them suitable life partners, guiding their children's growth. This process shapes the future of the fairy species. I continued amid audience silence, noting fairy destiny's importance in life development. Denying it hampers experiences and partner harmony, affecting families. Even with approval, diverting post-family harms all, altering paths. I said that older females, unlike younger ones, are generally older than successful males. This encourages men to approach them, considering factors like similar life paths and achievements, aiming for compatibility and the best upbringing for their children. Partnering is a complex decision due to concerns about future prospects and compatibility. He inquired about my role in the garden community. I looked puzzled by the unfamiliar term, job. He clarified, asking how I make money. I responded, I understand, engage in creative activities, and assist those in need. We all participate, following our instincts and enjoying self-discovery. Discovering and learning together is satisfying for me. He persisted, asking about my occupation with intensity. I shrugged, showing I didn't understand work. I wondered if my fairy kind would find labor appealing, separate from enjoyable activities. Occupation puzzled me too, as I associated it more with dwelling. Before having wings, I spent my childhood planning my home, generating creative ideas for the future. These ideas attracted collaborators, and together, we brought them to life joyfully. Once my home was complete, I became intrigued by others' ideas and wanted to assist them. We tend to get sidetracked by interesting concepts. Curious about job, I sought more information. He explained that work encompassed one's job, calling, or vocation, actions to sustain life. Both my garden and everybody garden nourish me. Work, to me, is about effort and function, not just a right to life. I strive to protect what gives me life, aiming for awareness, activity, and unlocking potential. My fairies and I connect with resonances that make our garden thrive. Amid this, we find time for joy, admiration, and play. This mutual benefit guides us to address beyond understanding issues. A fairy asked if my efforts led to goals. I disagreed, noting we have goals but cherish unforeseen treasures that bring joy. These surprises make us content. He was perplexed by our fairy community's lack of long-term plans. Fairies had a different approach, not relying on extensive plans like his 5-year strategy. Our minds were more suited to complex creative ideas. Despite my explanation, he clung to his plan. We're inspired by embracing creation, growing ourselves, and positively impacting future generations, much like Eden. Inner growth sustains this. Developing internal resources, joy, love, creativity, shapes our behavior. Passing traits takes generations. Striving for development advances a better future. Improving our kind triggers a chain reaction of lasting positive effects. A short-term strategy lacks in-depth progress. He disliked my differing long-term plan. Changing topic, he questioned my staff's efficiency, criticizing their disorganized conduct. I smiled, confused at his words. Citizens are residents, he clarified. The government organizes tasks effectively. A fairy governor leads our well-organized government. Teams handle tasks sequentially, from planning to implementation. The mayor approves decisions, affecting relevant groups. Employees and resources are assigned collectively, effectively solving issues. In my fairy realm, identifying needs is common. We view it as a cue for action. When tackling complex challenges needing multiple fairies, we opt for creative and engaging methods to inspire. Novelty appeals more than obligatory tasks. We eagerly engage, finding joy in envisioning solutions that boost our growth. This differs from those who shift responsibility, missing chances for self-improvement. Our culture links awareness to action. We embrace roles, actively seeking opportunities. Tedious paperwork and bureaucracy puzzle us, we value exploration. Citizens' negligence spawns issues, so I suggest fostering personal connections to prevent escalation. I champion a cooperative mindset for progress and endorse a government based on transparency and creativity. A conversation ensued, with one initially interested party later withdrawing. He grappled with internal conflicts. Another newcomer challenged my presence. I spoke of chance meetings and their vibrant games. Our chat ended abruptly, a missed chance for discovery. Eager to learn more, I expressed interest. They remained silent, seemingly content with the differences I noticed as an outsider and indifferent to their own comfort. No further contributions were requested from me for their colony. Eventually, someone asked, lacking enthusiasm, if I and my Flutterby guide would leave tomorrow. I stood, smiled, and replied that I would depart with my Flutterby. I inquired if anyone had a room for a traveler to spend the night. In Eden, it was customary to seek shelter from the Fae folk, allowing them to display kindness and acknowledge the visitor. The group seemed anxious, each member hoping to offer me a place to stay. Their colony had many guest rooms, but my request didn't seem appealing. One individual, smiling at the mayor-governing fairy, ignored me and missed an opportunity. After a silence, a middle-aged woman offered her spacious and inviting guest room. Her gesture highlighted the other's reluctance. Somewhat mockingly, she announced that the famous visitor had a place for the night. The tutor advised discreetly that she was eccentric and declining might be wise. Well, that is it for today's reading. Click on the like button if you enjoyed listening to I Am Is Inside Out to You. If you want to continue to the next chapter, just click the link below. And I hope to see you soon.